Abhishek Sharma, he wasn't there in today's optional session. During both yesterday as well as today's training, Markram turned up at the nets and bowled for quite some time during South
Mm.
Africa, in the early part of South Africa's training.
So
Because
this is also a very interesting point. When the opposition have a batters like Stubbs, Klassen, and Brevis, so what should be the perfect bowling combination for Team India for tomorrow?
favorite has to be India because the way they are playing. Because yes, South Africa to have
Mm.
won all their matches, but these conditions suit India even more.
Hello and welcome to the Cricket Hub. Today, again, I have been joined with Mr. Shayok Banerjee, the senior correspondent of The Telegraph. Shayok, welcome to our show.
Thank you, Partho.
Shayok, you were in Ahmedabad for last 2 days. You have seen the practices of Team India before the most important South Africa match. So, what are the things coming up from the India's net practices? Is there any special concentration on Abhishek Sharma and how they will face the South African spinners? What do you think?
Well, first of all, Abhishek Sharma, he wasn't there in today's optional session.
Okay.
Just just four players had turned up. Uh,
Mm.
the captain himself, Rinku
Mhm.
Singh, Ishan Kishan, and Kuldeep Yadav, along with the
Okay.
support staff and chief selector Ajit Agarkar.
Mm.
So, getting back to Abhishek Sharma, he did bat, but during yesterday's practice session, but that
Mm.
was towards the fag end of the training
Okay.
when most of us were about to leave the stadium. Then we suddenly saw Abhishek, padding up uh, and getting into the nets.
Mm.
But one something that could be a bit interesting is he was seen making some subtle changes in his stance. For
Okay.
instance, he normal his regular stance is the sideways,
Yes.
the side on stance.
Yes.
But yesterday,
Mm.
at one point, we saw him explaining to Washington Sundar that
Mm.
no, I mean we saw from a distance. So
Okay.
it seemed like he was telling Washington Sundar that by taking the stance sideways, if he plants his front foot forward, it
Mm.
may bar him from the free swing of his bat on the leg side.
Okay.
But if he clears his front leg
Mm.
and takes a kind of an open chested stance,
Mm.
then the free swing on the leg side
Mm.
is much more easier for him.
Yes. Yes. So basically, what we have seen in last two matches is that the spinners who are coming to bowl the first over, whether it is a Salman Aga or it is the Dust, so they try to attack his stamp. So to avoid this, do you think that this strategy will work?
That remains to be seen.
Mm.
He was trying it out during yesterday's practice, so it may so happen that he makes that small change in his stance.
Mm.
But South Africa too, I feel that it is a possibility that they may
Mm.
that Captain Aiden Markram
Mm.
may come into ball quite early. I mean, inside the power play too, because during both yesterday as well as today's training, Markram turned up at the nets and bowled for quite some time during South Africa, in the early part of South Africa's training.
Yes.
So this possibility of Markram bowling inside the power play cannot be ruled out. And
So you
India
were saying
have struggled against off spin lately.
exactly. So you were saying that he will not come to bowl the first over.
Difficult to say, but but you can't rule anything out. See, basically T20 cricket, uh, the gamble part of the gamble part in T20 cricket plays a big role.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes a very important role. So you can't rule
Mm.
anything out. If
Absolutely,
he does
absolutely.
bowl the first over, I won't be surprised.
Yes, as we discussed on your earlier shows. One more thing, do you think that in this team India, a batting unit of six or like that, left-handed batters is making the opponent things little bit easier, and it is making Indian batting so predictable?
See, you can't say like that because this is India's strength.
Hmm.
It may so happen that all your ideal T20 batsmen turn out to be left-handed. So you can't.
Hmm.
So I mean, just because you need right-handers, you can't induct mediocre or average right-handers in the side.
No, I'm not saying that, but is it making the opponent's work a little bit easier? That is my point.
Maybe there is a possibility, but
Hmm.
at the end of the day, as the captain himself said at the news conference today,
Hmm.
that in spite of all these shaky starts and all,
Hmm.
someone or the other is performing and making sure that the team crosses 170 or even 190. So at least they're posting a somewhat competitive total. So
Hmm.
I think that's what matters at the end of the day.
Yes, yes. And one more thing I would ask you that what do you think? Basically, in the group stage, we have seen that Team India used Jasprit Bumrah in two different roles. Initial stage, he has been used as the death bowlers, and on the Pakistan and Netherlands match, he came between power play to bowl. So in the Super 8 or on the business end of this tournament, how what do you think? How they will use Bumrah?
I think it depends on the conditions as well as the situation. See,
Hmm.
suppose I'm uh, just saying,
Hmm.
suppose tomorrow India get bundled out for say 130 or lesser
Hmm.
than that,
Yes.
then I feel there is every possibility of Bumrah bowling with the new ball with uh, Arshdeep if he plays. That is.
Hmm.
Because there is some sort of a doubt as to whether Arshdeep will continue or Kuldeep
Hmm.
Yadav. I'm sorry. I mean Arshdeep will come in place of Kuldeep.
Yes. So
Yeah, because
this is also a very interesting point. When the opposition have the batters like Stubbs, Klassen, and Brevis, so what should be the perfect bowling combination for Team India for tomorrow?
see from the information that has been gathered,
Hmm.
it's a black soil surface that will be in use again.
Hmm.
In the Netherlands match also,
Hmm.
the game a black soil pitch was used.
Hmm.
So I don't think the pitch for tomorrow's game will differ much from
Hmm.
what we saw last Wednesday.
Hmm.
Even if it's flat, it may not be so much on the flatter side. So
Okay.
in that case, there is a possibility that Kuldeep may continue in the
Hmm.
11.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
But
it all depends on how flat the surface is, the
yes,
flatness of the surface.
yes. But do you think that do you will take a part on tomorrow?
Yeah, but the other day they had sprayed chemicals, so if they spray it again tomorrow, then to an extent, I mean, to a certain extent, that you could be countered.
Okay. And in this stadium, it's a big ground, and the opponent have some this many explosive batting lineup. If I could say the perfect word. So, what do you think? The spinning three spinners will be perfect for Team India.
Again, as I said just now, that
Mm.
it all depends on how flat the surface is. If the
Okay.
surface is too flat, then I'm not very sure if Kuldeep will continue or not.
Okay. And who is your favorite, on your opinion?
Favorite has to be India because the way they are playing. Because yes, South Africa to have
Mm.
won all their matches, but with these conditions suit India even more. And the kind of cricket, more than the kind of cricket they're playing, but this winning momentum they have. I mean, over the last few months, they have lost very few T20I matches. So
Yes,
that is an important factor that has to be considered.
exactly. But obviously, it will be a tight match. I think as the two finalists of 2024 World Cup is coming to meet each other in another ICC trophy.
Yeah, but it from what I feel, it's going to be competitive. I don't think it's going
Absolutely.
to be too one-sided. Even if India win, I don't think
Yes,
it's going to be too one-sided.
yes, exactly. Thank you, Shahid, for joining with me. We'll catch you again soon on some other program.
Thank you so much.